Hello students, I am Professor Kumbhar AS. Today we are going to discuss the remaining part of the topic implementation and impact of IPM module. That is part 3. In that we discuss a module. For example, if you take the module or IPM module for the disease loose smut of wheat. So to remove the disease loose smut of wheat, what kind of IPM strategies is used? As we discussed in previous, the different strategies are used. In that we use cultural method or chemical methods or physical methods depending on the disease. In that strategy, the first is choice of seeds, that is selection of the seed which is free from the disease. Second, we grow the resistant variety depending on crop or depending on the resistance ability of that crop, we decide the variety. Next one, seed treatment, depending on seeds suitable chemical we have to use for the seed treatment. Then in-field rowing, that is removal of diseased crops from the field. So in that type of series of practices we have to use to remove the loose smut of wheat. So that whole strategies or whole control measure, it is called as an IPM module for the loose smut of wheat. Next example, to remove late blight of potato, what strategies are used? For example, use of healthy seeds, use selection of resistant variety, then follow the cultural practices. As we know that number of cultural practices are included. In that we can use or mixed cropping or intercropping or removal of alternate and collateral host. So different practices, they comes under cultural practices, or we can explain in separate topic what are the different cultural practices and how they are useful. Then last, as we know that use of contact and systemic fungicides, depending on the type of disease we can select the contact and systemic fungicides, or sometimes the combination of both we have to use to remove the late blight of potato. Next, we discuss about the implementation of IDM modules, that is how we implement the IDM module. For that we need the demonstration. That means, as we know that there are two types of demonstration, a method demonstration or result demonstration. As we know that you should show how we can conduct. For example, anyone's seed treatment is there. If you want to give this seed treatment to the particular seeds, so first of all you should show how we do the seed treatment to the farmers with suitable fungicides, and then you show the actual practice how we do that seed treatment, and after onwards you should tell the farmers to what are the advantages of that particular demonstrations. Then and then farmers tries to use that IDM module. Next one, for that implementation, publicity is very important, because most of the farmers are not aware about the use of that IDM modules due to the certain obstacles. That obstacles we can discuss in later. So we can do the publicity of IDM modules or utilization of IDM modules through the different medias, or through the leaflet, through the folders, through a newspaper, through audio and video ads. We can publish the advantages of IDM modules. Then and then we can try to implement that IPM module. That means the farmers its use that IDM modules if you do the publicity with the help of different sources. Then last one, that is convincing the advantages. That means in demonstration we discuss the method demonstration and result demonstration. So what are the advantages of that different, or what are the advantage of that IDM module we have to show through the result demonstration by explaining the different beneficiaries of that IDM module and how we can increase the yield of particular crop with the help of IDM module. If you show that by the practical experiment, then and then farmer use that IPM module or IDM modules. So there are three requires or three important points regarding implementation of IDM module. First is demonstration. We can do the demonstration of particular practices. Then and then farmer can use. Then publicity. You should aware the people about the use of IDM module. Then and then farmers uses that IDM module. And last one, we convenience that advantages, or after convincing the advantages, then and then farmers is use that IDM module. Next, as we discuss, what are the different major obstacles in implementations? As we know that IDM is very important, but there are certain obstacles while implementation of that IDM module for particular crop. So we discuss about here. The first obstacle is, or first obstacles are, low awareness and innovativeness of extension personnel and target groups. So as we discussed previously, farmers is unaware about that IPM module, about advantages of IPM module, and due to that they are not able to use. Next one, inadequate interaction between research and extension agencies. That means in most of the universities, whatever the research is conducted or whatever the result of that research is conducted, it may be beneficial or harmful. So that result is not communicated to the extension agencies. And if it is not properly communicated with extension agencies, so that information is not carried out to the farmers, and due to that IPM module is not implemented by the farmers. Third obstacle is that the problem of timely adequate supply of quality inputs, including biocontrol agents and biopesticides. In that, suppose the group of the farmers or the farmers, they want to do the implement the IPM module for particular crop. So at the same time, that farmers, there are a number of problems or arises for that farmers. That means the unavailability of the seeds or the planting materials. Suppose farmers want to take the control measure, so at the same time that particular pesticide is available at that time, but most of the time due to the scarcity of such a inputs, that IPM module is not practiced by the farmers. Next obstacles is complexity of IPM versus simplicity of chemical pesticide. That means, as we know that if you identify the pest, once we identify the pest, then if we apply the suitable or appropriate chemicals to kill the particular pest, so within few days quick result is obtained if we use a chemical pesticides. But if we want to apply the IPM module, so there is an confusion while using of that IPM module. That means which practices or which control measure is particularly used, or what kind of IPM practices we have to carry out to control that disease. So due to that complexity, most of the time that IPM module was discarded by the farmers. The next one, as we previously told, the dominant influence of pesticide industry. That means as compared to natural enemies or biocontrol agent, if we use pesticides, so quick result of that disease will be observed, and due to that most of the farmers, the pesticide is commonly used instead of that biocontrol agent or the natural enemies. So, and due to that there is a dominance of pesticide industries, and due to that dominance there is a ignorance about the utilization of IPM module. Then last one is there are non-availability of location specific IPM module for many crops. That means for that using of that specific IPM module for different crops, a suitable location is required. If it is not get, so there is no utilization of IPM module. So this is one of the complexity among that. Next one, what are the essentials for implementation? So as we discussed in previous, you should provide the specific location to the farmers to implement IPM module. Second one, high level of target group participation. That means in that number of farmers, first of all they aware about the utilization or advantages of IPM module, and after awareness the number of groups of farmers, they are united together, they make a group and then they use the IPM module to get a better result. Third essential for implementation of IPM is area wide dissemination strategies. That means for example extension worker is there, so for that extension worker the responsibility is given to that extension worker to disseminate the utilization or advantages of IPM modules for the farmers. So if you do the area wise distribution, so in that way if you disseminate the strategies of IPM modules to the farmers, then it plays very important role for the implementation of IPM. That means that we discussed that fourth one is there that we already discussed, that is removal of obstacles in dissemination of IPM. That means already we discussed about that obstacles. That means for example removal of obstacles. First obstacle, for example just aware the utilization of or advantages of IPM to the farmers. So that unawareness of utilization of IPM module, so we can remove that obstacles, that is farmers get aware about that the advantages of IPM module, then and then most of the farmers they use that IPM module. The next one, measuring, evaluating and publicizing the impact of IPM. That means after the implementation of IPM module for particular crop, then we can analysis what kind of advantages will be obtained from that IPM module, what kind of disadvantages or what kind of errors will be occurred in after implementation of IPM module, what is the impact of IPM module on that crop, regarding the yield of that crop, regarding the pest control of that crop, what kind of result is obtained. So we can measure and evaluate about them. So in that way we can complete that topic, we completed that topic, that is implementation and impact of IPM module. So this is our third part. Okay, thank you.